Hi, my name is David. In my full time, I'm a preacher, but in my spare time, I try to fix my plumbing at home. Recently, I was asking a plumber friend of mine about a problem we've been having here at our home related to our shower and bathtub water faucets. The problem, in simple terms, is water was coming out in places it shouldn't come out. If you notice here, water's coming out under the faucet, not just out here at the outlet. That's of course not where you want the water to come out. So I asked my plumber friend what could be the problem. He said, probably you need to tighten the packing nuts. So I got my plumbing book out to find out what the packing nuts are and saw quickly what they were on the diagram in the plumbing book. Well, today I am going to attempt to repair the problem. First thing you need to do is you need to have proper tools. In my case, the main tools are a Phillips head screwdriver and, if possible, a sized wrench, 13/16, or if you don't have that, then a adjustable wrench, also known as a crescent wrench. First thing to do in making this repair is to pull out the decorative cover on the end of the faucet handle. You place that out in a place where it won't fall down the drain. Then you take your Phillips head screwdriver, stick it into the mounting screw end. It's a very short screw, so you watch what you're doing carefully. Spin it out, have your hand underneath to catch it so it doesn't fall down the drain, and then again set it out of the way. The next project that sometimes can be very difficult is to pull the faucet handle off. Thankfully, in this case, the faucet handle was loose, so I just pulled it off easily. If you look closely, you'll notice notches here on the end of the valve stem and similar notches in the end of on the inside of the faucet handle. That's how it slides onto the end of the valve stem. You pull that off, set it out of the way. Then you have a nylon or plastic threaded cover here, and what's called this metal cover is called the escutcheon. You have to twist it out of the way. To the point where it will allow access to the packing nut, which is in this case too loose, and it's allowing water to come out the end of the valve stem rather than down through the drain spout or the outlet spout. And for this demonstration, I'm going to pull the escutcheon off all the way so you can see where the packing nut is. The packing nut, I'm going to point to it here with my screwdriver, is this nut right here. It's on the end of the white nylon sleeve. And what I need to do is tighten it. So I get my fitted wrench on there. Again, this is a 13/16 inch wrench, and very carefully snug it down. It's still pretty loose, so I'm not going to stop yet. I'm going to keep snugging it down a little more, a little more. A little bit more yet even than that. They say do not over tighten, so I'm going to do my best not to over tighten, but get it on there good. Now we'll do a little test before we put the escutcheon back on. Slip the faucet handle on over the end of it and see what we get. See if we get water coming out the right place and not out the wrong place. you look closely, there's no water coming out over here. It's all coming out here, which is where you want. So looks like the repair is good. We'll turn that off. Now, not only were we having water come out in the wrong place here on the hot side, but we were also having water come out on the cold side and out the bathtub shower head diverter handle. Problem, however, I was not able to get the handles off. I pulled off the decorative covers, which you're supposed to do, but found out that my mounting screws were stripped and therefore I could not easily get the handles off. So what do? Is there a way to still tighten the packing nut even if you cannot take the handles off? Yes, there is. What is the way? You spin your escutcheon, this decorative flange looking piece, as far out inside the handle as you possibly can spin it. You get way out there to a point where, guess what? You can access the packing nut, and you do this very same thing we did over here on the hot side. You reach in and put your wrench on, tighten it down snugly, test it, no water coming out, and there you go, repair is made. Of course, you want to put everything back the way you found it, so we twist our escutcheons back in place. By the way, whenever you're using a wrench, you should always turn the wrench or have the wrench jaws on the nut you're trying to move in such a way that they will be going the direction you're moving the wrench. So let me show you what I mean by that. If you're tightening something in the traditional righty-tighty sort of way, you want to have your jaws like this, not like this, because if you go this way, you're sort of opening the grip of the jaws rather than keeping the grip of the jaws tight. Okay? This is the wrong way to do it. This is the right way. Same thing with an adjustable wrench. Right way, wrong way. And once we get all of this put back on, we'll do one last test. There we go. Now we're going to test it out. No leak on the hot side. No leak underneath the diverter. By the way, it made the turning on and off part tighter in tightening the packing nut. Now we're going to test the cold side. We have a leak over here. No leaking there. No leaking there. I guess you could say it's fixed. Thank you very much.